Okay, before we head down, I see that I've got a level up, so let's go ahead and level up. I've been having a couple of problems with fraps and with this game crashing, so if that continues, this Let's Play will probably come to a very rapid end. I'm not playing this game to make my life a misery after all. But for now, we'll continue to try. It's only done it a few times. I just don't want to end up with having to really edit stuff and, the grief. This is for fun, not for pain. So, what we're doing here is I have a skill point to spend, and I am not restricted to spending it in my own skill tree. So, Way of the Warrior, I don't even think I can upgrade some of my other weapons or choose bow or crossbow, repair, which isn't a bad one. But I can only repair to 60% of their original shape. And I don't know if it's like Diablo. I seem to remember Diablo, when you repaired, the maximum durability went down. And I don't remember with this game. I think it does too. The other thing is I don't know why I have 2 points in each of these. You start out with 1. The only thing I can think of is your 2 initial skills that were selected for the type of character you got perhaps increase automatically. I didn't realize that, but I'm not going to complain. 2 is better than 1. Enchant weapon's good later on, so I'm not going to waste that point there. Elven Sight, you can see further. It doesn't really matter. Nothing in Way of the Mage is good for a fighter. That's a no-brainer because he's a no-brainer. But the lore stuff is pretty handy. So I think I'm going to go with Identify on this skill point. Ha! So... And for distribution of my standard 5 points, I'm going to put 2 in strength, 2 in agility, which lets me dodge and whatnot, and 1 in constitution, which is health and stamina, which are both beneficial to me. Intelligence, not so much. So there we go. Another quick save. And how's our inventory doing? I need level 2 to ID that, so that's not going to help. I need more strength for the shield. That I can carry that. So let's move that sword over here. These are durability 1 of 1. Junk, basically. As soon as I absorb 1 or 2 hits, they're going to break. But hopefully we'll find something else quickly enough. And there's that pyramid the guy gave us. That's half of the teleporter. So let's head on down. Mushrooms we can't do anything with at the moment because we have no alchemy skill. Another health potion. Never pass one of those up. What do we have here? A cudgel. Yeah. Nice secondary weapon if our sword breaks. Quick look around. This book just says danger, keep out, and it's a warning book written by the old dude upstairs who's going nuts.
What the hell did that just do?
When you click levers, there's no hint as to their purpose. In this case, it opened this door. It sounds like it might be frustrating, but I played this game for quite a bit in the past, and I don't remember ever being frustrated trying to figure out what a lever did, so it's either usually pretty obvious or you pull a lever not knowing what it's for, and by the time you find out, it's just some gate is open, and
I wonder what that did.
You never knew it was even locked, so that one opened this door. So, in other words, pull every lever you see. So you click and hold and it'll continue to fight your current... Gotta sneeze, hang on. Sorry. If you click and hold on somebody you're fighting, it will continue to fight. Let's see. Just putting my sword away so I don't damage it. And if I hold down control and click anywhere, so if I click way down here, it will run to the nearest mob that needs attacking that I can see. So, well, is in my line of sight, not necessarily I can see, which is a bit confusing sometimes. So I did it there. it can actually get you in trouble, that little control click thing. It's usually handy, you know. Run to the nearest attacking mob and attack it. Means you don't have to be really precise with your clicks. Like all I'm doing here is each time I kill a character, I'm lifting up my mouse and clicking it again with my control key down, and he automatically turns to face the nearest one or runs towards the nearest one. Where it becomes a problem is he will run across the room to do that, and sometimes into the shadows, and you end up in a swamped by a giant mob. But in most cases, yeah, it's a big time saver. It's a nice feature. Oh, shouldn't have done that. Oh well. Hopefully we'll find a bigger, better, badder sword soon enough. And that control click can help you when you can't quite see who you're fighting, which happens occasionally. You know, they're behind a wall and you're not close enough to the wall to make it disappear, like here. So if I was up here trying to fight something down here, I can just control click and be assured that I'll fight it. So I'm keeping my eye on the mini map as well. I just leveled up. And one of the nice things about leveling up, free heal. Yeah, I'm going to do a quick save. As I said, this is crashing occasionally, and Fraps is freaking out once in a while, so. Okay, remember to put my sword away, just an apple. I really don't think they have much purpose. If they do heal you when you eat them, it's sure not by much, because I couldn't tell. So we got two guys down here, if you look on the map. And the control click thing happened there. I thought I was going to fight one of those last two. I control clicked and he went and found another one. So that was a minor version of how that thing can get you in trouble. I suppose, though, for a feature, it's so handy. The few times that it gets you in trouble, I suppose they're worth it for the overall benefit. Sorry, being paranoid. Maybe just get used to seeing that save dialogue a lot. I'll probably be using it quite frequently. Don't get into the habit of using it exclusively, though. And the reason for that is you can find yourself having just control saved. So basically it's your only save for hours and hours of work. And you saved just before you were mobbed by 1,500 skeletons and guaranteed to be dead. And basically there's nothing you can do. You have no old save game. You're guaranteed to die every time you restore the game. And it's kind of your own fault. So really, you want to occasionally pop over here and do a real save. Doesn't take much longer. The other thing is, quick saves, I guess they're not as bad as I make them out to do, because it rotates 3 quick saves every time I hit Control S. It does rotate 3. So I guess it would be pretty hard to paint yourself into a corner, but I did actually, the first time I played a considerable chunk of this game, I did manage to paint myself into a corner, but it was because of an ongoing thing. Let's see if I can describe it. What I was doing was, it was later on in the game, and I was trying to decide where should I put all my junk, and I was dumping it on the floor in the old guy's house, and then at one point in the game, the plot locks that house. And I lost all my stuff, and it wasn't as bad as it sounds. I mean, it was all stuff I would have liked to keep. Finish this guy off. But the frustrating part was it also locked me out of a couple of quests, because some quest items got trapped in there. And had I been keeping additional save games, at least I could have gone back. And as it turned out, I just kept playing. Having lost that stuff, it was much easier than going back for probably 20 hours of gameplay. So, control this again. I see my health is very low. We'll be using a potion, but let's find out where to apply a skill. Can't apply another one to this until level 5. Let's see. Alchemy would be good. It's good with the second point that you apply to it. The first point's kind of useless. It lets you mix potions. Later in the game, mixing potions is kind of handy. Taking 2 potions you already have and combining them. Early in the game, there's no reason to combine any of your potions, so that first point is a waste, basically. But it gets you to the second point, which allows you to make healing potions. So I'm just trying to decide, should I choose repair, should I choose stun? I suppose this early in the game, a 5% chance of reducing the enemy's effectiveness is probably
Brilliant!
A good choice. And it's passive, which means I don't actually have to do anything. It just occasionally works. And I'm just going to do my 2-2-1 again. And let's also chug a potion. Just going to take another slurp of my drink. And just looking at the map to see where to go. Let's try down here first. My leggings must be very close to wearing out by now, I would think. Another one of those orbs we will need later. This manuscript tells you to light the candles and it will summon something. At least that, I think I even figured it out the first time I saw it. So you can see this hand lighting the candles and then this hand cradling a skeleton. And I think I figured out that was pretty obvious to me that when I light these, a skeleton's going to show up. And here goes Fraps again, I think. So let me save. It's going to let me save. I'm going to turn off Fraps for a second. Sorry, guys.